My name is Amrita Sahni. I am an assistant principal of a middle school. Assistant principals help the principal. You oversee all parts of the school day. You help determine the curriculum for the school and what the teachers are teaching, and then you go into classrooms all day long and you see if the teachers are teaching the curriculum and if the kids are learning, how the kids are doing. If you are somebody who are interested in teaching and you want a career in teaching, the first thing you should do is talk to teachers that you get along really well with. Talk to teachers that you have really good relationships with at your school. Everyone has a teacher that made an impact on them at some point in their student lives. Think about who that teacher is and go and talk to them. Ask that teacher, how did you get to where you are? How did you get to be the leader in your classroom? What steps did you take? So I would recommend that that's the first thing that a person does if they're interested in teaching. Talk to those teachers that you know, that you respect, and say, how did you get here? What is it that you did? Another thing that you can do is ask a teacher if you can shadow them for the day. So that means that you're just going to follow them around. You're just going to sit in the back of their classroom, or you're just going to watch the different things that they do so that you can see your teacher outside of just the one class that they taught you in. You can see them teach different subjects or different groups of students. You can see them walking in the hallways or meeting a parent or talking to their principal. You can see them in all different ways. So definitely ask a teacher if you can shadow them, if you can observe them, and see what it's like to be a teacher and spend a day in their shoes and what that's like. Another thing you can do to become a teacher is to talk to your guidance counselor. Go to the guidance counselor in your school. Sometimes they call them student support coordinators. Go and talk to that person and ask them, what are the colleges that are in this area or that are in this country that are going to be a good fit for me and that are going to put me on the right track to becoming a teacher. And if there's a specific type of area that you want to teach in, or a specific type of student you want to teach in, or a specific content area that you want to teach in, your guidance counselor will have a list of the teaching schools that are in your area or in this country, and which ones specialize in the areas that you're most interested in. So that is something that I would definitely do, is talking to a guidance counselor. Also, I would go to the bookstore, I would go to the library, pick up books on what it's like to becoming a teacher, or read stories about teachers who have taken that journey and have made an impact in their lives so that you know more about teaching. Go to the library and pick up books on colleges and look up in the education section. What are the teaching schools that are in this area? From my own personal experience, one piece of advice that I can give is to stay positive. I'm a very positive person, and I think that is one thing that I've always had that's always kept me going. In one day, there might be 15 things that go wrong, and you can just list them all down on a piece of paper and really become upset about the things that have happened. And some of them can be really terrible things that hurt you, things that make you want to cry, things that make you want to just go hide in a closet and not want to come out, things that you may not want to talk to anyone about, or things that you may need a hug or anything. I mean, there's lots of things that might happen to you in a day. And you may be hurt a lot. You may be hurt from someone in your own family. You may be hurt from a friend. You may be hurt from an adult that you trust and respect, and they've hurt you. But there are lots of things that might happen. But my advice would be to stay positive. Think about one good thing that happened to you that day. Think about one positive thought or positive comment that someone said to you, or a positive grade that you might get on a paper or a test. Something positive that happened to you, and it might be hard to think about it, and you might have to think for a long time, but think of that one positive thing and let that be your diamond, the thing that you're going to hold on to, the thing that you want to keep living for and keep going to school for and keep waking up for, because those are just going to keep adding. They're going to keep adding. Put them in a little place, put them on the side, put them in a purse, put them in your bag, and keep collecting those positive things, because those are the moments in your life that are going to help you get somewhere. Those are the moments and conversations that you have with people, those exciting moments in your life when you feel rewarded, when you actually feel like you're making a difference in your life. That those are the times that are going to help you keep going on and keep knowing that tomorrow there is something to live for. Tomorrow there is something that's going to happen to me, and I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to let those positive things keep happening to me so that I can keep going on and keep thinking positively. And remember, you only have so much energy. and you only have so much energy in one day. And you can take all that energy and you can put it towards one dramatic moment that happened between you and your best friend, or the breakup that just happened between you and your boyfriend, or the argument that you got in with your mom. And you have all this energy, and don't focus it all on just one negative thing that happened or another negative thing that happened. It's going to be really hard, and people are going to try to keep pushing you down. People may keep throwing more of those negative things at you, so that you're spending more energy on these negative things. But take a little bit of that energy and focus on what's happening to you that's positive. And the more you do that, the more energy that you use to focus on those positive things, the more energy you're going to have every day to focus more on the positive, so it gets you closer to your dreams.